Hey there, and welcome back to the Soul Train, a Monster Train 2 series for the Soul Savior game mode. So, I was originally going to record Slay the Spire 2 tonight, but then I looked at my YouTube channel and I had lost subscribers, like a notable number of them, after posting a Slay the Spire video live. So, apparently, if I upload anything other than Monster Train, everyone abandons ship. So instead, I was like, you know what? I've been wanting to play both. I'm equally interested in both games right now, so sure. After seeing that, I decided I would play some Monster Train 2 instead. Funny enough, I've also actually recorded extra of the normal series. I'm ahead on that one. I accidentally recorded it out of order. So we're gonna record the Soul Train now. I felt like that made some sense, and I have some plans, some things I want to do here, some sort of runs I want to kind of construct. It's a little bit like playing with mutators, playing with souls, right? It's also tough because a lot of the souls are not very good for a lot of the clans if you start with them. So it kind of makes it a little tricky. Anyway, let's talk about what we want to do. So, what I want to do here is I'm going to continue. I've been told that you basically need. You could do Tangle with 2 slots as long as you've got a few level 2 souls that you're picking, and that you can do Overgrowth only. You should only do Overgrowth when you have all level 3 souls and all 3 slots, right? Overgrowth, I mean, before then, you are facing down a harrowing experience. So I could attempt Tangle here and potentially see if I can do pretty well. I might. It's tough because I don't have very many souls unlocked and leveled up. So let me tell you what I'm kind of thinking I want to do today. I want to do Exile Lazarus. And I know this is going to seem weird, but I want to. I've been having a lot of conversations with folks on Discord. I have a Discord server in case any viewer is really interested in chatting. I'm very active on that, actually, so if you ever want to ping me or something, you can find me there. There's also other people talking about Monster Train 2 and Slay the Spire, actually, over there right now, so feel free to stop by. It's in my About section. There's a little link to it, the invite code, so feel free to join if you're interested. But anyway, I've been talking to folks on the Discord server, and the soul that I'm most excited about playing with here right now is Slacy. This just seems like a very intriguing soul that I think is very fun. The problem is it's very reliant on having equipment, right? So I'm thinking to myself, geez, how do I use this? Because you're beholden to your starting cards. If you don't have an equipment, you're kind of messed with, right? So you pretty much require either a champion that can create equipment, so like Hef is I think the only one that comes to mind right now, or you need a starter card that gives equipment, aka Exile Lazarus. So we're going to be opening with Slacy here. I think that's pretty cool. I want to avoid just picking all the same stuff. Obviously, Grump is good. Obviously, Mean Mug is good. Those are just like straightforward choices. There's some that are very neat. Gastbud too. It's pretty awesome. Getting the Endless on this is a big upgrade. But I think there's a lot of good choices as well. I'm thinking we could do Showtime. I could give this a go. I did roll into this later on in the previous run, or I could do Silver or Solaris. These are all, like, I think objectively good and generally useful, which makes them immediately valuable for any clan combo or setup. But I really want to try Ellie. The problem is if I'm going to pick Exile Lazarus, getting a starter card that you can only play once makes these a little less attractive, right? So Ellie is not as exciting there. I was considering, I almost picked Ellie to go walking in. I was thinking about like, ooh, that's my plan. I think I might just start with Showtime here, do this, and then see if we can roll into something cool. These are, like, I think objectively strong souls that will feel very powerful. So I probably could get away with Tangle, but should I try it? What do you guys think? Should I try this? I'm going to try this. We'll try Tangle. We'll see our best. Oh, I forgot they have win streaks here. That's cool. I forgot they added that. So we'll give it a go. Hopefully I don't lose horribly, which is something that I was worried about. I guess if we get completely obliterated very rapidly, then we can just start another run and that'll be fine. But if it goes past a certain duration, I probably won't start another run because the episode becomes crazy long. It's a tough balancing act, right? It's one of those things where content creation, if you're losing runs, is kind of weird. The videos do worse. Is it really worth putting them up? They're only like 30 minutes or something. I mean, it's weird. Anyway, this is the plan. I think this is what we're going with. So, heck yeah. As always, do like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. It would be cool to offset the negative numbers I've been getting recently. So if you're somehow finding this channel because of Monster Train, awesome. I am creating content for it, so go team. And yeah, let's get into it. Clicking the buttons, playing the game. This all looks correct, right? I do want to do random MT1 because I'd like to level one of these up. Yeah, that looks correct. Random Pyre Heart, great. All right, let's do it. Hiya. All right, hope you're all doing well today. I'm doing all right. You know, I think the day was overall good. It's a little bit of a bummer when you log on, you're checking how I did some A/B testing on thumbnails recently. I was looking at how that went, and then I noticed it was like, you've lost subscribers. And I was like, dang, you know, that feels bad, right? It feels like, are you doing the right thing for the channel? I don't know. There's a big part of me that's always careful about that stuff. I try very hard to do what I consider to be the right thing for the channel, because because I can play these games on my own, right? But part of the fun and the enjoyment I have is sharing that with everyone else and talking through my approach and how I actually want to tackle runs and certain challenges and things like that. So it's enjoyable to record. I quite like that. So it's a bummer when it doesn't land right. You know, you're like, oh man, you know, the video's doing bad, the channel's doing poor, YouTube thinks that the end of the world is nigh. I don't know. You're looking for something positive there. And it's one of those things where number go up, feel good. Numbers stay the same is acceptable, but also to some extent that's kind of bad too, because it shows stagnation. It's tough. YouTube content creation is a challenge. I'm glad this isn't my full-time job, because I would be extremely bad at it if it were, right? I'd be absolutely awful at it. So anyway, let's talk this run. Today we have Exile Lazarus, we rolled into, this is default Awoken, so we have restores, fun. We are facing Eldest Scion, not Siren, Mayra. This is armor to enemies equal to their attack on resolve. We have Mischievous TV, so sniper, and advances the attack unit. This is terrifying. This TV is horrifying in my opinion. We have Corpse Flower Lifemother, so this is malaise and spreading debuffs on when my units die. Tough. Okay. Yikes. Then we have Train Chomper Thaddeus. That's pretty straightforward. We can manage that. And we have Energy Vampire Lilith. And additionally, apply Witherbloom 1 to your units on action. Spicy. Okay, extra Witherbloom is nuts. All right, so this Lilith is tough. This Tivy is tough. We're going to do our best. I did pick the harder difficulty, so we're going to have to do better. We rolled into a Quoth's Reservation as the Pyre Heart. We have Slacy Showtime, of course. I did get an extra equipment in my opener. We have Potion Kit, very cool. That's excellent. And then we have, let's see, Sting, which is fine. It replaces itself. And Test Subject Alpha, which is incredible. Hitting a sweeper like that. When you give, what is it, Slacy to the Test Subject Alpha and we go hard, this seems like it should be very powerful, right? Like Slacy here gets this and he gets a Slay trigger. Awesome. Showtime kind of just works. Pretty good overall, so I think we're fine with that. We'll hit the Horde first. Take Lost Luggage over Priory's Cloak every time. See what the Forge says. I'm interested in... So It Hungers is interesting because it pops out the Erratic Assistant. What is it? It pops out the equipment. Now let me read Slacy to be sure I understand this. So it is boosting the attached equipment. So we need to be very careful about this, right? You want to give the consistent one here. The other part about it is it would benefit us to put it on a potion kit. And you may ask why. The answer is so that I can merge this with another equipment later and preserve my buffs, right? The problem with the erratic assistants, despite the fact that they benefit from the summon, the equip trigger, right? You get the double equip trigger, which makes them strong. The other problem is that you're generating stacks that can't be merged. So we're going to be prioritizing that. So Baron Grail, this is strong as heck. I can feed him. I have the equip trigger. I can feed him Scissor Hands and then put Potion Kit on Test Subject Alpha, and Showtime can power it up. Devour is obviously good as well, but let's go with equipped trigger here. This seems super solid. I could put this behind Test Subject and kind of chill. Now he's 3 Ember. He is playable. I forgot he got nerfed to 3 Ember. I'll be honest with you, with Quick and Sweep, it's deserved. So I can afford this. You have 4 Ember in opening turn, so he's playable at least, which is important. All right, let's go. Okay, we're going to be a little slower for it. Now, I think we can get away. I do need to play into the Showtime floor. I think it's very important. So let's do that. I'll put Test Subject Alpha in front so he gets the buff. I think it makes sense. Now, equipped trigger. Okay, right. So let's play Potion Kit first. And then I'm going to put the other Potion Kit in, I think. You ever get to that point where it's nearly 1 a.m. and you forget that you didn't eat dinner? This is what happens when you have no, what is it? Interoception is the sense, the ability to detect that you have needs, physical needs. The challenge, of course, I suffer with is I can't detect if I need to eat. I can't detect if I need to do anything else. And so I apparently forgot dinner and am now realizing that and probably am going to be terribly hungry. I'm going to use this other potion kit here just so that they both get the buff. I think that's worth it, right? And then the second one becomes the one that I stack on. So that should be fine. I will play Scissor Hands on Grail. They don't get the Slacy buff, I'm realizing, which is tough, I suppose, but fine. We'll play it out. I'm going to Sting middle. Oh, yeah, he gets... They get Revenge Burst here, which is crazy. Let's take a potion. I think Sap is probably it, although I'm going to grab the Reanimate potential here. May as well play the Restores at least. Sure, okay. And we did get a Slay there, right? Yeah, we did. Okay, cool. So he is going to continually slay here, which is very good. What is this? A Long Lash? Okay, we'll Sting in middle. It's fine. Let's continue with the Restore action. I may as well play out a Trained Steward. It'll get murdered at some point. It's fine. Like, it should get sniped out here pretty easily. I think we have a very solid line into this combat, so it shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, we're getting the slays. This is hitting, yeah, 417, armor 20 right now, which is pretty awesome, obviously. I'll take the Reanimate 1 here. I'll Sting the boss, continue playing cards. Sure, I think we're good. A ridiculously strong play. He's not scaling anymore. Obviously, the Showtime ran out of space, and that's fine. Sure. This is what, 130, 130, 130. I think we're probably fine to just let it rip, right? Yeah, he gets it. Good. Cool. So one of them ends up 420 already. That's pretty solid. Twisted Assistant is game-winning on Grail, but... We're not on Grail, on, what's he called? Test Subject Alpha. But I really like to keep leaning, I'd love to lean into this potion kit thing. So let's try Pseudoscience, I think. This is not a pick I would normally take in the base game. It would be Snap, Click, Twisted Assistant. But I'm going to try Defensive here. Wildwood Sap Sharpen. I don't think it's ever sharpened. Glimmer is kind of a bummer spell, right? Doesn't have good. It doesn't have good synergy because it's stealing slays. It's fine. I'll take Sharpen. It's stats, I guess. We're fine with that. Okay, let's look ahead and see. So one thing I learned, and maybe I have talked about this before, but the order of the major rewards is the order that they show up in the map. So the one on the left is in your burst one, so it's the first zone, it's the one middle. Then the next two are the middle in the next section. So Mara here has Trinket Shop, followed by Money and Pyramanes, which is a bit of a bummer because I think Mara is probably one of the prime ones for me to go after here. And this is a very weak setup, and I'd like to hit this Trinket Shop and upgrade later. Maybe have found something like I don't know. Maybe have found a soul like Mean Mug or something, or maybe Goldie would be better here because a spell. Yeah, maybe I think Goldie would be superior. Thaddeus gets a Horde, a Forge, a Steel Shop. This is a solid opening here. Thaddeus is also very doable, I think. We can save Lilith for last and hopefully look for some powerful upgrades. One thing I've found is you really can't wait too long on upgrading your units. Maybe one upgrade is fine early, and then one upgrade is fine later. But if you wait too long for the Titan slabs and things, you're going to really suffer. So it's tricky. I don't think Tivy is doable right now, right? Yeah, and no steel shop. I think you want an early forge and an early steel shop, and then you probably want a late one as well. So I think Lilith is last, just looking at this. Lilith and Mara hopefully are last. Hit that trinket shop. Tivy is tough too. Tivy could maybe be third. I'm thinking it's start Thaddeus, and it's not particularly close here, so we will do that. Yeah, okay. This gives us a late steel shop so I can save as well. We'll take Thaddeus. Okay, cool. Seems good. Now you can see the Horde here, and then you can see the Forge steel shop in order. It's important to keep that in mind. So Alcove is kind of weak here. I have nothing upgraded, so not great. I'm going to go right, and we're going to take the Armory Lazarus League banner. This Armory could play into Slacy very well, so we'll see. Horde says Vola's tuning fork makes restores more playable. Split Anvil is potentially much stronger, but... Huh. The problem with Vola's is it's not benefiting the erratic assistance, but I'm not really upset about that either, right? It's okay. Split Anvil... Huh. Right. Split Anvil. There's a lot of things that could be really good on later. Sharpen exists. It does work with restores, pseudoscience. I think it might be Split Anvil here. I'm just basically deciding what saves me more energy. Restore obviously really loves having Be Free. Makes that card much more attractive. I'm going to take the Split Anvil here because I feel like we can be strong enough right away as is. Look at the Armory here. Reanimation Lab. Weapons Cache is very cool. If I get a deployable on it, which is not something that's happening soon, then I could use that to draw out my potion kit right away, which would be very cool. Swift Steel Dagger is not as beneficial because I already have Quick on Alpha. And Reanimation Lab's not it. Let's take the weapons cache here. I think it can eventually become the play. Plague Doctor. Fits on a floor pretty well. The thing about Showtime is I'm going to want... I guess I don't necessarily need Test Subject in front. It's a lot of health. But it's mostly health. The attack is, you know, I mean, it adds up, right? It adds up. Plague Doctor might be the take. Good unit to grab for later. It's very expensive. A 2 and a 3 out of the gate, that's a tough floor. But it does also strongly benefit from the equip trigger, so I think it's cool. This will help a lot with Relentless. I'm going to take the Plague Doctor here. Okay, that gives us some ammo, some stuff to work with. Mark of Invasion. I mean, we get Slays right out of the gate. We should be okay. I can't play the Plague Doctor right away for the record. Anyone keeping track? So, I mean, we got top again, which is a decent roll with an Invasion Trial. So, that's cool. I do think this is Test Subject Alpha in front. Straight up can't play the other things. It's fine. We'll send it on bottom. I'll play it later. It's okay. Okay, so I can now do Weapons Cache downstairs into Erratic Assistant, which hits one of the potion kits, and then we play the other one, which hits the other good potion kit. This is excellent. The 21 is the one we want. So let's continue scaling both, right? Take the first one, activate it for... I don't like I mean, I guess I'll take the unstable play, right? Don't want to steal Slays. I just play it downstairs, I guess. It's fine. Then we play the other potion kit, which is superior, and we get a different one, which should give us... Yeah, Rage is solid. We'll take that. I think that's the direction. We have no other Erratic Assistant plays. That's okay. I could have played the Sharpen, but I think what I did was better. Sure, get rid of units here. All right, cool. We get a bunch of Slays, feeling decent about it. I forget they trample like that. This isn't damage shield, is it? Oof, it's damage shield. Okay, we need to... Gear Steward here, and then... Yikes. Okay, that's tricky. We will continue scaling. The problem with damage shield is... Ooh, that's rough, huh? Spikes is good, though. Take Spikes here. Yeah, I play the Restore in middle, and it taps out the damage shield. But I think we might... Might leak this guy, right? Yeah, we are. So, the first play is... Plague Doctor enters the field. Then I can... Erratic Assistant downstairs, doesn't matter. I can Sting. Ugh, doesn't really do anything because he gets so much. But I do get Scissor Hands here. This guy's leaking? Man, that's a bummer. We get 12 spikes. That's kind of cool, I suppose. Rough. The Mother's Cherub is doing absolute work. Okay, this does get a kill, right? I had to do the quick math. You get 57-17, and then the Unstable kills it, which is incredible. So we at least do kill it. That's important. That made a big difference. Okay, we're going to put Scissors in Living Armor. It's good. We're going to pull out, I guess, a green here for why not. Regen, sure. I can put Sharpen in and then just play every Restore in my hand. Fine. Oh yeah, right. The infested triggers are going mad with power here. This is the fact that I have Quick is the only reason I can actually play top. Otherwise, Showtime would not be really viable here. But guy downstairs just perishes. The Quick is doing almost all of the work, so that's cool. I do want to Sting the boss just to get rid of that spell shield in case it ends up mattering. So we do Murder on middle. That's incredible news. It's honestly a lot closer than I think any of us really wanted it to be. The fact that I'm taking 97 damage here is scary, right? Very scary. Yeah. That damage shield doing a lot of work, but yeah, guy has 28 damage, which is crazy. So we managed to get the potion kit up to 46 off that combat, which is really good. It's Alive might be really important. Sanguine Assistant is pretty good too, because you have to consider it's more ammo for Grail, which scales the Plague Doctor. Yeah, I like that. We'll take it. Okay, good. Razor Sharp Edge is good because it weaponizes the HP on Showtime. I like that. Plus 12 is good scaling. We got to get numbers up. I need ways of doing it. Okay, so health is not necessary. A dupe is, I guess, not bad, but sure. The money in Awoken banner might be better, I guess. It's going to be hard to play units. This is a very interesting run because I'm not going to get a boss relic. So it pretty much becomes very hard to actually assemble my floor. Yeah, it's very hard to assemble the floor. I think the money is value. We just save it or spend a little bit on like a multi-strike or something if we see it. It's pretty much the only thing I would take here. I would then look for something like, I don't know, midge slab, or save the other slot for a slab later, whatever they give us, really. So yeah, we'll go right. I think this is acceptable. We look. I'm gonna look at the steel shop. Quick, endless, neither of those are it. But we know they're there. Quick is honestly good on the Plague Doctor. I should maybe consider that. Awoken banner. Lost Kermit. Lost Kermit's interesting because it actually is potentially better. You give it the quick. I don't know. It's better because I can afford to play both my units on turn 1. Huh. Curious. It's also a lot more durable. The upside is I can afford a multi-strike and something else on Test Subject Alpha. The other upside is I already have him. Having to draft and remove is obnoxious. Thorned Hollow could be attractive just as a place to stick my restores, although it does hijack Slays, right? It sure does. We generate 140 armor right now on this potion kit, so I don't need something like this, I guess. All right, I'm gonna skip here because they both compete. We'll go to the Light Forge. Yeah, I mean, I think it is just Living Armory, and it's not particularly close. Yeah, we want bigger scaling numbers for the Quick Lad. I am going to put Quick on Plague Doctor. I think that's a good choice. I'm going to re-roll this otherwise. Yeah, there's nothing I really want here. I could put some random stats in something. I'm not going to. Yeah, okay, they give me multi-strike. I will just take that for Test Subject Alpha. This will hedge against the damage shield as well as other problems, including just not doing enough damage. And then later on, we can put pretty much whatever the game gives us on that stuff, right? And Dualism, I tell you what, Dualism plus 20, we would have had the perfect Thorn Hollow run, but that's okay. That's not a problem. I am going to have to answer Witherbloom. How do we do that? I think at the end of the run, we have to dupe this potion kit a bunch. I maybe should have considered doing it now, actually, and going left. I don't know. I feel like I got money value out of this, though. I don't know. That's a tough call. Removing cards is good. They are going to be obnoxious. Let's drop a Shield Steward. These are basically... Like, one is playable right now, so fine. The Spear Steward can go away, because I need to hit the weapons cache quickly. Let's actually just aggressively cut here. Spear Steward 2. All right, I'm fine with that. Okay, we'll move on to Thaddeus here. So the goal I need to hit that weapons cache so that I'm hitting the potions stuff fast. Man, it's not always top, right? A random floor. It just happens to have hit top that many times. Now, Thaddeus punches me here, which is a big risk. Thaddeus does punch. I'm probably drawing an erratic assistant. I think I'm gambling this. Yeah, okay. It's a scary punch, right? Okay, yeah, so we do hit weapons cache and are fine, but I was gambling on we should hit an erratic assistant that prevents a death here anyway. But it's actually just okay, because I do draw both potion kits. Cool, we'll start with the first one. I would like to boost it a little bit. It's still getting that lovely +5 on summon here, which is great. Then we drop the one that's a superhero, and that's excellent. Amazing. Now we just keep playing stuff. I'm going to toss a Razor Sharp in, and I think I'm stinging. Top will go ahead and hit. I could have played for another infusion there, and I really should have. That's on me, but that's okay. That's all right. We go ahead, we play Plague Doctor here, which is fantastic. Means I get all of the Grail scaling into it, and I feel like we're in very high control from this position. We just sacrifice all of these guys, no problem. This guy's weird. 2157? Huh. So I sting there, and we chill on the rest of this. Sure. This guy's going to come upstairs again. The multi-strike is doing like almost all of the work here, which is a fair point. How do I get Collector here? Is there a way? I don't think there is. No, unfortunately. It is Scissorhands middle for sure. I think this is Vampire Tooth middle for sure. I actually think it's better. It pretty much always is better to play the Vampire's Tooth on Grail, which is a little obnoxious, but fine, I suppose. We'll play out everything else. Hit him with the Sharpen in front, which lets us play everything else. That's very cool. Thank you very much. We push 500 and something through, which is great. A very strong setup. All right, I think we're good, right? I think we're golden here. Go ahead and upgrade this. I will take Rage 8. The lifesteal is going to be wasted on the armor here. We play Sharpen in order to play a bazillion every other card, which I'm super happy about. We sting wherever. It doesn't really matter. Okay, we're out. Guy's Glut Mass is going to hit me. For sure it hits me, which I don't like. But I also don't really have another answer to it at this time, so we're just going to accept that. He punches. I have a lot of HP, fortunately. Okay, we do get through. I think it's probably the regen and the fact that I'm doing a bazillion D damage that gets there, so fair enough. I haven't needed to press Aquath's Reservation yet, although I wish I could put this in deployment. I would use it there. Alright, we clobber, though. Slay everything. Cool. This potion kit currently almost has 200 armor on it. Cycle of Life. Minds of Their Own has to be it here. This is one of the cards I was thinking of when I drafted Split Anvil, right? This is basically my units all swing, and that's very strong. You can hit twice on Lifemother and other things. The fact that I have Quick makes it a little bit less attractive, I suppose, but I'm okay with that. If it hits floating bosses, I'm good with that. We grab it, okay? Units. Awoken Hollow could have been cool, but it's a little late. I've already taken a Plague Doctor and have seen a Steel Shop, so I think we just sell this for cash. Mean Mug. We can... Solaris is an energy relic. I'm very happy with the Solaris hit here. Mean Mug's obviously very good, and I would put it on Plague Doctor, but I think Solaris is extremely strong because that benefits me immediately. I can play my entire unit, all my units out, and more importantly, if I get deployable on a weapons cache, I can play it on turn 1 too, or turn 0 even. So we will take the Solaris immediately. Very strong. Okay, what did we get the upgrades on? First off, we had upgraded Trinket Shop on Mera. Okay, I don't have the cash for this right now. We hit another upgraded Trinket Shop on Tivy too. So we have those. We have the slabs on Lilith. So okay, I think it's Mera because we hit both the Trinket Shop upgrades here, and there's certainly an opportunity to hit other things elsewhere. I think the arms shop is valuable on Tivy, but I think I'd like to go Mera to get some cash, and then we can be a little more prepared for the Tivy. The other thing is I can hopefully have duped the potion kit, which I will be going to every dupe at this point. This thing's strong enough that this can withstand enough Witherbloom and also sniper stuff. So let's play the Mera here. I think we have this lined up. Okay. I'll be honest, I mean, I'm very strong because I rolled, the best units and we have cards and we've hit... The hits here have been just flowing, right? This obviously is very strong. So I haven't really felt the impact of Tangle that much. No dupes. Where's the dupe? No dupe on this whole setup. Crazy. Okay, well, removals are strong. I don't need the healing. I'm probably going to sell the banner, I guess. The horde is fine, but I think the removals will be stronger. Yeah, I mean, you can just drop the restores. They're not awful, but they also don't really help my strategy. We'll go right, yeah. This upgraded trinket shop will be a waste. That's unfortunate, but fine. Pincushion, I mean, if I didn't have Grail with equip trigger, but I'm going to sell it. It's fine. The trinket shop, we're going to look longingly at this. We got a Heaven's Light, which doesn't actually feel that helpful. I will re-roll it. We get a draw upgrade here. Now, Sap Tap, that is just +1 card draw, which I think is pretty cool, right? Right? Feels good to me. Yeah, I think I am going to take Sap Tap here. That feels like a strong pickup. And then we're just going to cut things. So, Shield Steward remains free right now. I could just play him out on a random floor and he dies, and that's fine. I am going to, however, cut a couple restores. I don't want to remove all of them now that I have Sap Tap, but they do get a little bit in the way. So we'll cut one. I guess I could just get rid of this Shield Steward. He's not helpful. He's kind of a low opportunity cost, especially with, what, like 7, 8 Ember, right? 8 Ember on turn 1, he's basically free real estate. So, sure, alright, I will drop the other restore here. 3 is enough. I don't think we want to go too much lower than that. I sometimes forget how thin these decks get because you don't have Vengeful Shards and things. It's kind of funny. Alright, we move on. I need to farm cash now, I think. Much as the game will let me. We get Corrin here. Alright, very cool. We'll move on. It's good. This is Corrin, right? It says it's Corrin. We'll find out if it's actually wrong. We get a bottom floor roll here, which is interesting. Play the Train Steward, the only place I can do it. Right, so this is the bad roll that you are concerned about, right? It's... hey, wait, that's illegal kind of problems. So, what I should do is play assistant, make them attack here. Then we can sharpen middle. I'm actually blown away that this just straight up kills my floor. We don't get there? Really? This is bizarre, but I guess fair. Mother's Flagellant. This thing hits like a truck. This is an interesting... Maybe I'm finally seeing Tangle. I cannot play into the Showtime floor because I'm not strong enough out of the gate. Alright, fair enough. Okay, that's good to know. So, you can't blindly... Now, they did fix Showtime. I think this was in a bug patch. I guess I was expecting... How does this word? At the end of combat. So, that makes sense that you don't get it in the deployment phase. So, I'm sitting here and I don't get my 25 health, so I eat dirt. So I need to instead play middle here and just sack the Shield Steward, I guess. Now, but this is haste unit. This is a haste unit, which is a real problem. Oh man, this guy has the Revenge Burst 1. That's what I'm missing here. I was stinging him and giving him Burst. I understand. I'm used to the chosen from the base game that don't have that. Understood. Okay. Got it. Now, the real question is, I think I need to... How do I kill this flagellant? I can't? I don't have razor sharp for the flautist. It doesn't attack. I could give it a sharpen to make it attack. But it has Titan skin. So I'd need to have the sharpen on my side. This is an interesting situation. Hitting the... What is it? Hitting the glutton on top really hurts me here. Fascinating. So there's a world where I have to solo play Test Subject Alpha top floor and hope to draw it in time, because I can't answer this flautist, so everything just walks on me because it's haste. What a tough combat. Okay, fair enough. Bad roll, but at the same time, it has to be inevitable, right? It's certainly something that can happen. Alright, well, fair enough, I suppose. I don't have a good answer for this, so I think, okay, we're gonna have to do this again, right? Because I'm not gonna play out the whole combat and go, oh no, look, I died, right? So I have to do... You know what I'm just realizing? Lazarus doesn't boost deployment? Huh. I actually wouldn't have expected that. Gain 4 Ember, right? That's this little thing in the bottom left. It's this thing up here, right? And this number should go down each turn. But that's that's interesting. That's a bug. The tooltip is wrong here. It should be gain 4 Ember after deployment phase, if this is what they want it to be. Alright, well, I'm going to have to play this in a bizarre fashion, I think. Don't really have a choice. I need to play my guy upstairs, so we are going to sacrifice the guys downstairs. I need them for the equipped trigger, I guess, right? I don't want to trigger burst. Guess I'll play Minds of Their Own off floor just to make everything like powerful and durable. How is this erratic assistant living? Oh, it's because I didn't ping. That's funny. Well, that's a bizarre play, I suppose. Okay, we do hit the really good one at least, which prevents us from losing the run, so that's good. I can give the Vampire's Tooth up here, though, which makes it stronger, which is cool. I'll take it. Then I will play the actually good card here. Fantastic. It'll do. The giant assistant. That's very funny. Okay. It dies. Good. I need to play the Razor Sharp up top. We got to get bigger numbers. It's more important than the Plague Doctor. I guess I will. Ah, yeah. I need to play this other equipment. This 5, 5, 12, 12. That does get lethal here, which is interesting. Huh. Well, I'm not really... I think I play some of these guys in back and they just stab, and that's okay. I will play this on Grail, get some red numbers, pick another one. Great, we get damage shield, probably necessary. Okay, we're not dead. This is a very bizarre turn, though, right? It's very interesting. Because I think Grail just dies here. Yeah, I don't think there's much reason for him to use his equip trigger. There's nothing on his floor. So I feel like Test Subject Alpha is kind of just going to hardcore play. I should have used a Quath's Reservation on the previous turn to get Plague Doctor out here. That would have been smart of me. And now as a result, Grail just perishes. That's a mistake for sure, but it's, I suppose, acceptable. I don't know, Stinging is definitely just a mistake, but I'll take it to at least draw a card, I suppose. Here, I'm going to give one downstairs. That seems cool. There you go, bud. Here, you can have them both. Doesn't matter. We with Grail. This is a strange combat because of the way that the Glutton and Showtime rolled. I mean, I guess I could put Plague Doctor downstairs, and that would be fine. I don't know if it's... I mean, we're going to hit the Aquath's Reservation here. I can't play it with Test Subject Alpha, unfortunately, and I kind of don't want to steal Slays, so I think we kind of just chill. He murders everything, and that's fine, I guess. Sure. I'm just going to play her and she gets shot, and that'll be fine, I suppose. Sure, bud. Works for me. Okay, fair enough. Let's buff upstairs to the best of our ability. I'm going to take Rage 8, I guess. We'll draw more cards, continue playing everything out. I don't want to... The Sting here is fine, actually, for the first time in this whole combat. Do we win this? It's an interesting question. I think so, right? Hopefully I hit that Minds of Their Own next turn. I think that would make a big difference. You know? I can sort of just sting a bunch here. I want to get numbers up. These I can't equip on my side or it kills me, so I press end turn and that'll have to do. Well, we don't hit Minds of Their Own, but we are alive, which is pretty cool. So I'm good with that. I don't have to click cards here, but we do get through. I mean, it's spicy, but we do win the combat. It's good that my guy's only 2 space and I didn't have a large stone on him or something. Interesting. Mixology is honestly great here. Yes, it's fantastic, actually. Restoring Retreat potentially lets us assemble floors a little better. We could... How have I not mastered this? Such a good card. So I probably take this just to assemble floors a little smarter. It's a really good grab here. We'll take that. That's like you move Lifemother off the floor so she doesn't insta-kill your unit kind of stuff. I would like to still look for a good merge for this potion kit, I suppose. So we'll hit the armory, right? I don't think I have strong removal plays. Take cash, pyre health, it doesn't matter. The Awoken banner is almost certainly sold here. I'm not hard pivoting off of Test Subject Alpha. No, we just sell it. It's fine. I'm going to look at the armory here. Oh, alright, fair enough. Boiler Room is, I suppose, the best on-floor play option. Enchanted Chamber. Is there anything I actually want to buff with that? No, I don't think so. So I guess we'll take Boiler Room. It's good. It's just, I don't know if I need that, especially with Solaris, but I guess it's better than nothing. Is it? Maybe it would have been better to sell that for $10. Good question. Okay, we got a much better roll here. I don't have to do anything too fancy on this. Subject Alpha, Baron Grail, cool. Play out the rest. Now I should... You get punched here, but... I can boost. Just fine. I'll do that. Doesn't matter, really. Take regen, I guess. I can play Plague Doctor on floor. We have the tank is sort of the important element of this. Do I want green? I think I don't. I think I would rather hit... Look for red. Alright, we do see red. That's great. And damage shield 3. So I think if I just play that openly, we're fine because of the damage shield. Cool. Then I can draw cards. And we're golden, I think, right? Yep. And now we're just going to play out a bunch of stuff. And this guy also has enchant for haste. Wild. I guess I may as well put the Sanguine Assistant in front just so it gets shot. That's fine with me. Sure. Fair enough. This works, right? This works. Okay. We do get the good potion kit here, which is the important one. I can play Boiler Room on floor, which is neat. Weapons cache has become sort of irrelevant due to the draw order, but whatever, I'll play it just to get rid of it. Now I can here do Vampire's Tooth first, right? Then I play the good one. And now we get our slays in the right order. Thick regen here and just burn it, it doesn't matter. Now we just boost with the scissor hands. I'm gonna play a Quath's Reservation on this turn for the insta slays. Then we can buff, sting the boss. Okay. Fair enough. Okay, we'll go ahead and let me get rid of the last assistance. All good. Hit him with the Mixology for red here. Mixology is a very good play. We get damage shield, wonderful. Just buff, boost, play out cards. We scissor hands on Grail, and this floor looks good. How greedy should I be? There's not a great solution for the collector here. No, unfortunately. Dropping it just plays shift, but otherwise... I mean, you could drop Subject Alpha. 12, 12, 12, 12, 12. Yeah, there's no... If I drop Plague Doctor, she does not kill the floor. She hits and then the unstable... I guess actually she does kill the floor. It steals a lot of value from Test Subject Alpha, but I do like $50. I think we chill, right? I think we're okay with it. It's good having her on floor here. It's fine. It's fine. All right, cool. Continue playing Scissor Hands out. These are excellent. Guess I'm just gonna sting some other place. Sure, it's fine. Whatever. This would have been a great razor sharp edge. I could have gotten rid of something, but it's all good. I don't feel like... I want to wait for combat to start so I can have this energy for next turn. We should be good with it. Great. Unnecessary, but we take these. I'm going to grab damage shield because it's high value for Relentless, which is great news. So very cool. We're just kind of playing everything right now, and there's no reason not to, right? Just click cards, damage shield 4, chillin', I think. We can kind of just slam in turn and we win. I don't actually think there's any reason to click other cards, so I will just sting to draw more and move on. Ah, here we go, I hit that. Alright, fine. You got me, I'm clicking some stuff. I like clicking cards, what can I say? I think we do pretty solidly win this, though. Nothing I need to hit here. Damage shield does most of the work. Very cool. Alright, we get as much slay as I think we could have anticipated, so I need to find dupes now. We have... I need to get a second one of these potion kits. Hard need. Chart Channeler, another Minds of Their Own. Quick Tome. I mean, you could put that on Grail. It's not important, though. I just sell it. I need money here. Lifemother? I don't hate this. I don't know if I want to flood my deck with stings. I'd rather redraw stuff like... What is it? I'd rather redraw stuff like my Minds of Their Own, or especially my Mixology, wherever the heck that ended up. I've scrolled past it like 3 times. There it is. So this may be a case where I don't like that, but it is a burst of energy, right? Which I do think is kind of cool. That's neat. She's not bad. She's actually quite good, in fact. I have 2 stings. This is not it for the run, like the run's design. We have something else we're doing with Slacy altogether, but I do think that it's not terrible to add 2 sting spells and then she perishes, and then I can draw faster, because I don't have card draw right now. I'll take her, actually. I'm actually okay with that. Goldie, we have Holdover. Per Ember cost. Holdover on what? Holdover Mixology is pretty good, right? That is pure dollars. I do think that's pretty solid. pure money here. I'm going to go ahead and take Goldie. I don't feel like I need to re-roll on this. This actually feels great here. Grab it. And then you could put this on Minds of Their Own and then just play that every turn. And we have the Split Anvil activation and this goes hard, which is pretty cool. But I actually think Mixology is potentially better. It's just a matter of, which do I want more money or what? It's a good question. I just noticed my SO had a white noise machine going on in the background. So if you've heard some weird static this whole time, that's what that is. I was like, geez, what am I hearing? She had a white noise machine. Oh, hopefully that hasn't ruined the video, but that's okay. I've managed to catch it at least. So let me know if you heard that. Maybe there was like a weird staticky sound that you're getting. Anyway, is it Mixology? Is it Minds of Their Own? I don't really have to make a decision right now, but I should pick one of these. I kind of feel like Mixology is the stronger card by a lot. Because, you know, Minds of Their Own is great, but I'm already quick, so it's kind of fine. And I might consider Minds of Their Own for the Lifemother fight, right? Because you get to attack twice. That's huge. I'm going to go Mixology here. I'm going to go Minds of Their Own. I've changed my mind. Let's... mind of my own, you might say. All right. So we got upgraded Arm Shop. I don't really know what Arm Shop does on an upgrade. It might not do anything. We did hit... Ooh, here's the question. We hit the Steel Shop upgrade. The problem if I go Lilith is I do not have an answer for how do I not lose the run with Witherbloom. It's a great point. Tivy, on the other hand, is extremely doable, but I can't afford both trinkets. But getting a trinket right away is solid. Huh. I like 600 gold walking into Lilith with a magic plus and steel plus, and Goldie, which I can use to super power up. I'm gonna go Lilith here. Show me a dupe somewhere. Oh, thank goodness. There's a dupe right here, in fact. Incredible. So we will go to the dupe. Just full stop. Great news. Okay, I actually think I'm a little concerned about Goldie here, right? Minds of Their Own's obviously high value, but I think Mixology might be needed as a means of surviving Lilith. So we're going to switch it to Mixology here. I'm going to look over on this. Now, hold up. Goldie, per ember cost. It's important to note that it's per ember cost. So I need to spend the 2. And that is important also for Split Anvil. With that all in mind, what can I do? I'm going to think about this for a hot minute. We're definitely duping a very important card here, which is just Mr. Armor 360 thing. This must be duplicated, full stop. The removals are interesting, right? What do you even cut here? And we can get rid of Shield Steward finally because the Solaris is not doing what I wanted. That's fine, just get rid of that. Sharpen is... I mean, it's scaling, right? It certainly is. And I have holdover on a better card that it's competing with right now. I don't hate it. What if I get rid of more restores? These cards aren't doing anything other than proccing Sap Tap, but I can use regen and 1 restore to do it. So let's drop another restore here. I think that's acceptable. I'm going to go ahead and 40 and consume a restore just to get it out of the deck. I'm good with that. Sure. The -2 here, I need something that doesn't compete with Mixology, so I can put this on Sharpen. Right? Another consideration, Intrinsic lets me play something right away. You could do Intrinsic Restoring Retreat, play top floor. I guess we're gonna have to see where Glutton lands, right? But I could potentially use this to move to assemble a floor. if I hit Glutton poorly or to move Lifemother. The other cool thing about this is it removes it from your initial draw, although it doesn't matter because I am hitting Lost Luggage. With Lost Luggage, the intrinsic loses value. It's no longer a free draw, right? Let's just go ahead and -2 Sharpen here. Maybe I Spell Chain it. It's actually pretty decent. Spell Chain Mixology. Spell Chain Mixology is actually super playable, right? Because Solaris and the Boiler Room, so I actually think that is super the play. Okay, yeah, alright, reroll here. Holy Stone. Permanently remove Consume. Don't want that. -4 Consume. I could just make Minds of Their Own free. Which is not terrible. It's actually pretty decent. Unfortunately, the Eternal Stone doesn't do anything super cool. I could also Holy Stone on Mixology for a 4 Ember return. The only consideration here is I'm not actually... I mean, I guess you might as well, right? There's nothing else I want to put on this. There's no magic power synergy. There's no holdover needed. There's no -1s because I want the Goldie value. Alright, sure. I mean, if I take pyre damage for literally any reason, I guess I'll do that. This card is going hard now. In fact, look at this thing. It's an absolute monster. Love that for me. I do kind of like the idea of making Minds of Their Own free because I never want to play this and make Mixology free, right? So let's invest in this here and then just make it a free card, right? That's fine. And the +20 magic power I can put in, what? Sting, I guess. Make it weaponize this thing, probably. I should buy that. Alright, we're buying stuff from these things. I want to make sure I have cash for the Merchant of Steel, but I'm going to the right anyway, so it's all good. We'll get 100 gold there, but I'm also probably making, let's see, with any luck, maybe like... Spell Chain doesn't work with Goldie, by the way, only the Spell Chain copy doesn't have the soul. But I think at least 20 times, what, like 5? So like 100 gold for free. It's good. I'm still happy about it. Cool. Moving on. Pyre Dampener is playable. Turn 1, I just have to play Subject Alpha. And then turn... After that, I have Solaris. And eventually I have Boiler Room. We'll take it. Okay. It's doable. Just don't be bottom floor. Okay, top floor, fine. You just play Subject Alpha, Baron Grail, that's it. It's all I can afford here, that's fine. This is a terrifying setup because they go hard very quickly. We just top deck into one of these things, but I can also do Weapons Cache, Assistant, and hit the other copy, right? So, yeah. I don't want Grail on or Vinemother on the floor. We'll just play her middle so she lives an extra turn, I guess. We are going to play into Slacy to scale it, which is fine. I guess there's the argument now that I have Grail assembled of playing them on Grail. Or at least I need to put one of these potion kits on him, so that's true. This is probably my Quoth's turn. Probably. Jesus, +60. What's happening here? Enemy units gain armor 13 and regen 3. Oof. Oof. Mother's Witch Warden. They revenge trigger themselves, and I guess revenge trigger each other? This is terrifying. Good grief. Look at this. Wow. Am I going to do enough damage? Hopefully. Jeez, alright. I think we want to use the Baron Grail scaling, so we're going to just put one of these up front and it becomes the one that I use on him going forward. We're then going to put... Now, unfortunately, right, the unfortunate thing here is... I think we'll play it here. It's fine. Get rid of that. I'm going to draw a card. Pseudoscience. I'd like to draw 8 next turn, so let's hit the Vinemother. Okay. All right. I think I want to hold off on playing these, as weird as that sounds, because I can draw back around into them again pretty easily, and I'd like to put the Plague Doctor in the middle here. You ask why? Because I want it to tank so that I can cycle the other equipment on rail. So we chill here. I'm not going to click the potion right now. Okay, they die. It's going to be a nightmare scaling snare. Oh my gosh, they're so terrifying. All right, we do hit the Plague Doctor, though. This is critical. We drop it in. Get some scaling. All right, here's what I want this to be. I want to hit the assistant here. We redraw these pretty much immediately. It's sort of the entire point of the thing. All right, we're going to go ahead and put big armor on Plague Doctor here. Super important. Then we can scale in the back, right? I think that's good. Then we do it again. Big scaling. Let's hit all 3 of these to find red. It's good. We scale red. All right, I think we have this as long as I'm smart about it, right? Goodbye, lady. It's fine. I don't really care who hits what, so I don't need the weapons cache play here. So, all right, we're going to go ahead and mixology here. Yep, damage shield 3 is good. Do it again. Rage 8, great. Make money. I could play the Aquaths here for the other one. I'm not going to mess around. We're going to do it. Basically just bounce between Rage and Damage Shield. Rage is solid. We just keep clicking that in case this simply has too much survivability. We now have a super tank situation. I think we're okay for the combat. And we hit the boiler room, which is very important, I think. Boiler room. Good. Minds of Their Own actually does work here. There's a strong argument. Okay, so here's what we're doing. I'm going to click the Goliath infusion and then fish on mixology for... Okay, I'll do purple, sure. Ah, we didn't roll the rooted. Okay, well, that's rough. I'm going to go ahead and play it out. I need to find blue. We hit the Minds of Their Own just to trigger the boiler room right away so I can hit mixology. Oh, we didn't roll it. Dang. Okay. Well, I could have stayed on purple and tried harder. It's fine. We lose money for it. I'm bummed out, but it's okay. No one's really that mad about it. We scale continually. Looking good. Great. All right, goodbye, my friend. That's fine. I lose 100 real American dollars. That's fine. Okay, we're going to click on pretty much everything that we can do. Earn 20 gold. Amazing. Now, we don't have the Ember on this turn because I killed him with Minds of Their Own, but it's fine. I'm not pressed about this, right? I don't actually care because I don't need the Holy Stone value for anything. It's fine. It is acceptable. Taking a lot of hits in middle, but we're okay with it. Just good, I think. Play mixology. Play for damage shield here. I think it's important every time we see it. The cards, we continue scaling. Yeah, damage shield. We're just going to do a lot of infusing here, and that is good. Do not click Minds of Their Own here. We need to get the Ember next turn. I think we're in control. I think we are in control. This is the Ajax, the Deathbringer. Sure, right? A Mother's Plague Host. Interesting. Guess I'll shoot that guy. Sure, why not? All right, we're going to continue playing for dollar bills. We love to see it. Damage shield is your friend. Just continue stacking this. Every single turn that I can do it. It's incredible. We just keep clicking. They're great. Press end turn. Very neat. We're getting a lot of Witherbloom, but we have the tank ability for it. We've done what we need to do here, right? I don't actually need to really go too hard. The only thing I have to click is the mixology so that I make money. Because money is important. Also, you know, 10 damage shield is probably worth it. Sure. I'm just going to press end turn. Okay, the only card I'm clicking is, I think we win here. Yeah, we win. It's actually closer than anyone wanted. But, you know, I guess I expected that. And we'll play the damage shield infusion because I think that's super neat. Great, it looks a lot better. I think I actually stole a sleigh by doing that because of the way the unstable worked out. That's funny. That's okay, I'm not going to overthink it. Puffer Flesh, it's not bad. It is an extra equipped trigger, right? Like, that's great, I suppose. Feels good to me. Although, I think we kind of are good enough, and we're getting the scaling in the potion kit, so I think we just skip here, and we could use the money. Old Growth is an interesting hit. That is a lot of healing and max health we can get, huh? It's an interesting hit. I don't think I need it. Invigorating Solution is fine, I suppose. You draw it turn 1, but I have the stings. I don't think that actually helps. I want to avoid drafting things that potentially hurt my turn 1. We go to the right. We're going to be wealthy beyond our wildest dreams. We hit quick plus 30. Dual slab? Does this do anything cool? I don't think so. Do I upgrade Vinemother? I don't know. Plus 30 and quick. It's not great. We don't love this. I could... What am I looking for? I'm looking for... I think Endless makes something cheaper. I guess I would put that on Test Subject Alpha. Lets me play the Plague Doctor fast. I could have held off for the quick on Plague Doctor, this quick slab, but unfortunately not amazing here. I do think I could go in on Vinemother dual slab and just have like dualism and do all sorts of weird stuff. I don't think that's particularly helpful. Let's get this Lightforge out of the way. Living Armory 3, of course. Artificer's kind of fun, but I don't think it helps as much as Living Armory 3, which we'll just go in on. Sure. Alright, I think we re-roll this. Although, if I'm being honest with you, there's really no reason not to do something like Reanimate 2 on Vinemother. For 25 gold, this is kind of a nothing problem. I'll click it. The plus 40 is great. We could do like plus 40 Sanguine Assistant, and this thing just claps on floor, right? Just an extra body that hits like a truck. I do want to save cash for big money artifacts coming up. Let's spin this. It's kind of a weird one, but okay, we get Smidge Slab. Smidge Slab is good enough. We're happy about this because now he benefits from Showtime every turn and has a little bit of survivability. I will take it. Yes. That's great news. Cool. Fair enough. Yep, that's that. Alright, now Endless -1 actually makes Plague Doctor playable on turn 1, which I think is... I'm buying it for the -1 Ember here. It's bizarre, but it is what I'm seeing, so I'm going to do it. I'll put a plus 60 on Vinemother. She's now a beast. Plus 20 in spikes. Meh. Don't care. Save cash. Okay, let's look at the alcove. See if we get an overstack. Oh, what? Grafted equipment from my deck on a unit? Excuse me. Now, it means I don't get a merge, but it does mean I'm just guaranteed the turn 1 460 armor. You know what would be crazy here is if I had taken the dual slab on him, he'd be getting like 920 armor out of this, which is very funny. It's pretty much never wrong to do the graft on alpha here, right? Isn't this crazy good? He just always has it. There's no room to miss anymore. Yeah, alright. I'm fine if this never ends up being equipped or fused with anything. This event is just too powerful. right? It's just too powerful to skip. What a bonkers unit. He just airdrops in at full power. Okay, cool. That is a crazy roll. We're going to go ahead and move on. I'm saving all the rest of my money, which is exceptional news. I think we have the win here, right? All right, we got top floor plays. Excellent. I mean, I think we just kind of do what we need to do. That's such a good open floor play here. Unbelievable. Getting turn 1 like this with the Plague Doctor out with no anything is very cool. Now, we're eating dirt because of Malaise, right? Is what's happening. So if I put the erratic assistant in, we're fine. So the thing is this lady is doing... Oh man, Witherbloom to your unit. Huh, I hadn't considered that. So you're getting Witherbloom to everyone, and then the Witherbloom in front is getting pushed to the assistant here. Crazy. I wonder, I think I actually just push her off the floor and we deal with this next turn, if I'm being honest with you. I think that's super going to be the thing that happens here. Just send her, and we don't have to worry about this. I also don't really care that the assistant is here because he never grows in size right now, so it's fine. I will just put the potion kit in for damage right away. It's fine. Sure. Grab damage shield 1. Excellent. I can draw a card. Very cool. Just gonna sacrifice stuff. Ah. The pyre will take damage, so the holdover Holy Stone is powerful. That's cool. Alright, I'm feeling pretty decent about my choices today, so I feel like we've answered this in a respectable fashion. The Holy Stone doing work. Okay, Boiler Room is in here. We're gonna do Scissor Hands, Scissor Hands. The potion kit is going into Plague Doctor. Very important, I think. This is the powerful one. This is number 2. Just excellent. It's good that I did that before grafting, huh? It's neat. All right, let's go ahead and send one of these. We'll stab the boss. It's fine. I'm going to hit that mixology here. Damage shield numbers are important. Excellent. Let's hit the energy on this turn so I can keep going. I think it's good to do it. Rage 8, continue over here, Rage 12. I think going in on damage shield 4 is going to be a little bit wasted. I actually think it's kind of good to get it right now and we actually come out ahead. Sure. Yeah, Witherbloom to the whole floor like that is wild. Absolutely crazy talk. 3 health collector, rude. Extremely rude. We scale up top, it's fine. Rude. Alright, we do hit the Vinemother. I actually can play Vinemother on the floor, as weird as that sounds. I guess I might as well. Sure. I don't mind. Alright, let's hit that mixology. We see blue, which is great. We love blue. So I just go ahead and do unstable here. We blast on bottom. Incredible. I can then mixology in for red now, and we're golden, right? Back on the damage shield kick. Continue scaling. I can draw additional cards here if I so choose. I'll click them. Sure, why not? Stab these guys. We draw 8. I think that's the only time I click her ability. Yeah. I think that's the only time I click her ability. Okay, let's get rid of this weapons cache. That's fine. What is this thing? That's just a normal Witch Warden? Okay, top floor is looking continually going out of, like, getting unhinged, but it's acceptable. Click every damage shield the game will let us have. These are very impactful. Damage shield. Rage, sure, why not? Continue scaling. I think it's probably worth it to minds of their own here to push the extra damage into the boss, which is very good. 30 damage in middle. I'm going to push the 5 damage shield here. We're not going to pull the boss off the floor because I'd like to hit it this hard. This helps our Relentless in a big way. Sure, seems good. Okay, we're taking a bunch of damage, but we will offset this, which is great news, right? I also would like to not lose. I don't want to win early because I want to hit the Goldie value, right? We want to hit Goldie as many times as the game will let us. So, yes. Draw cards. I don't really need to play some of these things that much. I think we're kind of chilling. I did use Minds of Their Own, so I don't have the Ember for the second Mixology. That's acceptable, right? It's fine. I take a little bit of damage here. I can heal most of this off, I think. I heal 4 per turn. We will take damage because apparently there's just a million of these, and that's going to have to be acceptable. But fair enough. Most of this, I don't really care about this floor other than essentially keeping my front guy alive, so that's fine. Continue playing heal cards. It's good. Great. Draw. Why not? Scale. Sure. Like to draw a bunch here. Just continues. Oh my gosh, he died. Whoops. Well, I've stolen a sleigh. It's fine. You know, I wasn't actually paying attention. It's that end of turn trigger. That's what it is. The stings are hitting like trucks. All right, fair enough. I keep forgetting that happens because it doesn't really come up all that often. I don't see her like ever. But fair enough, man. Hit him with the damage shield 4. Continue healing. Excellent. And money. Excellent. I don't know if we're going to have the requisite 1,200 gold in order to afford a bunch of these things, but that's okay. That's okay. We buy one. We do our best. It's fine. Mixology, play this first. Honestly, we're in such good control here because I think we one-shot the boss, right? We just take it out immediately. So that's pretty cool. We'll play the rage thing at the end. Haha, we did it. Amazing, we get the kill. And then I click Minds of Their Own to just send it. Grail gets the kill. Oh well, fair enough. We did okay. We took 13 damage. It's not as bad as I could have gone. Brain transfer. You can do some silly things with this, right? I don't feel like I need to, but I could brain transfer the Plague Doctor into my lad, which is pretty cool. How do I not have this mastered on this account? Sometimes these things weird me out. This is good, right? I could also do something like Vinemother gets consumed by Test Subject Alpha. Oh, it only transfers the attack though, but it does benefit from Grail. I should grab this card. I think this does cool things. This is way too late for Reforming Ooze, but I think this is probably the only time I've seen this unit on this account, which is crazy. I'm not taking him, but come on. All right, we get enemy units gain regen. We do get another soul. What do I want to do with it? Deal damage to equal to your malaise. Okay, whatever. Each time you draft a card, gain a second copy. Your pyre has +3 health for every card in your deck. I mean, that's what, 75 bonus HP that I don't really care about. Let's reroll on this. Grump isn't bad. Right? Just Grump and throw it on Plague Doctor? Sure, right? Why not? It's mostly the strike trigger giving her health that's attractive here, so I'm going to take that. Yeah, fine. That makes her more durable. Good. Now we have to go fight Tivy. Of course, everything's upgraded. Great. We're going to crush this, I think. The dupe here is hard to skip. We'll take it. Trinket Shop. Space is not what I want, but space does counteract a bad glutton floor, right? A little bit. First time each turn a friendly unit is equipped, gain 1 Ember. That's pretty good because I'm going to be proccing that a bunch of turns easily. We'll take this. I don't think it's Heaven's Light. We spin on this. Well, it's Heaven's Light. We only get to buy one, so we'll do it. I click it, fine. I'm going to click it mostly because it does do something. I wanted Ember or, draw would have been cool. I'm going to take Dante's Footstool as well. That's a really good pickup. Great. Very cool. Armory says Iron Tongue. No. Awakening Thicket. I guess Awakening Thicket? No, I think Boiler Room is better here. Glass Cannon? We could just grab this real fast. No, I don't want to flood the deck. Although we do have it on lock at this point, so it kind of doesn't matter, right? Because, think about this. I have the Dante's Footstool, which is either going to be my weapons cache or my Boiler Room, both of which are fine. It essentially is a free card. It's basically a free removal, essentially, which is great. The other thing is taking a random equipment does mean the brain transfer is stronger. I guess I'll grab it. We're very locked in right now. As far as the dupe, I do want to make another copy of Mr. 360 Armor Potion Kit. This is just a great card to have an extra copy of for someone. Anyone can take it. We'll grab it. Cool. I'm going to save the rest of my cash. I'd maybe like to see something at this arm shop. We can buy a deployable or whatever, right? Front non-boss enemy in each wave gets reanimate too. This Jeer Mask is terrifying. What? Okay, this Jeer Mask is... Oh man, I forgot about Jeer Masks in general. These things are nightmares. If I have a single turn of Dazed on Test Subject Alpha, we die. And the Mother's Jeer Masks come in with... Alright, the stings are actually going to be huge here. They come in with Spell Shield. So I'm going to need... Wow, Vinemother actually cracked. Reanimate 2 is actually potentially a problem because that's on Jeer Masks, right? This is actually a really bad trial for me that could cause me serious problems. I think we win if I don't click this trial and just earn money from Goldie. So I think we chill. We just skip here. Okay, crazy. Alright, fair enough. Yeah, so we top deck the weapons cache, which lets us play into the Slacy floor, which is middle because we got the -3/+3, right? It's true. Alright, fair enough. Test Subject Alpha lands. You get to draw a thing. It's very cool. Grail lands. He's chillin', doing excellent work. Vinemother plays out a card. I mean, you see kind of the benefit here. We're going to put Vinemother in front of Plague Doctor here. This is all very strange, but it's good. Trust. I'm going to put a potion kit on Vinemother, put another one on the Plague Doctor. I'm then going to Glass Cannon first in the back, then potion kit on Grail. It's a great turn one. Okay. Boiler Room. Yo, Razor Sharp Edge offensively is insane. It's huge. Monster Train. Okay, cool. That was neat. I was thinking I needed to farm for blues, and I might still want to, but that's awesome. What a good hit. Amazing news. Okay. Let's think. So I think I got rid of the Vinemother's ability. That's funny. I forgot all about that. That's why I don't generate any more stings. It's okay. Let's fish for blue here, I think. Whatever. Just play this out. I'll fish for blue. Okay. The blue, I think, is the clutch. We're going to be doing blue gameplay. You may ask why? It's because of this. You see double Jeer Mask? Look, those spell shields, ridiculous. What if I just killed them all, though? You see the value here? Man, what is happening here? That's good. I'm going to fish for... Red is cool and all. We'll play it out, but I want to fish for another blue. Yeah, great. Blue for next turn. Want to see something ridiculous? I scale in back, right? This is boosting everything. It's incredible, right? Then I hit the brain transfer, which just sends test subject alpha to the moon, which is awesome. We will play out some other things just to get them out of here. It's fine. One of them actually lives. What the heck? Don't play the minds of their own. We're just chilling for now. Okay. Our goal is to have last infusions for actually, we can do better. We can razor sharp this guy. Incredible. I actually have no qualms just completely sacrificing here. Although I have an endless plague doctor. That's kind of neat. All right, first things first. We do the equip triggers. These are huge and valuable. We're also going to play the mixology here. I'm not really terribly worried about hitting the right thing. Fine. I want to just play it to heal myself. Great. Whatever. Huge, ridiculous numbers. None of this matters. I do think brain transfer one last time is great here, but I'm going to wait one more turn. We'll redraw this, right? I'm not particularly concerned about it. That's fine. Yeah, all good. Cool. Okay, well, this is the last equipment, I believe, which is wonderful. Play it out. I then can play Vinemother, and we can super buff, right? Incredible. Let's blow up bottom floor. Very neat, fun, incredible. Then let's brain transfer here and send it. Incredible. I will just play the red here and then fish for a blue. We don't get it, unfortunate. That's okay. I'm not mad about it, right? Just play it out and we fish again. Yeah, we want to make sure we have the Jeer Mask answer. So, and we do. We're chilling. Could have actually, because of the, I could zap him. It's fun. I'll just play these upstairs. I don't actually want the slays. We chill. Everything else is fine. All right, we're good. We're getting the slays we want. I do need to kill this man. So we get the razor sharp, which is an incredible roll. Wonderful. We kind of just chill. I do want to heal, so I don't really care what I click off of this. Doesn't matter. Don't even look at it. Whatever. Guess I didn't have enough enemies to slay in order to play it. So here, I'll click Quaths finally. It's good, whatever. This doesn't matter what I pick. What I pick is just fine. I'm just healing and making money. Yeah, the final Jeer Mask. Let's blam him. He's out. Incredible. I'd like to fish for red now if I can. I'll take a reanimate. Sure, why not? Let's fish for red. Cool, we see it. Play it off the Plague Doctor's potion kit first. Damage shield. I want to prepare a little bit for Relentless, which is good for me. Great, whatever. Fine. Draw cards. Brain transfer is already out. Sure. Great. Cool. We've answered the Jeer Masks. It turns out unstable is strong. Do I need to click anything? Yes, I need to click Mixology for money. That is the only thing I really need to click here. Real dollars. We also full healed here, which is fantastic. So that's great. Cool. Here we go. Click that. Wonderful. This guy has 7,000 health. Man, that's wild. Ah, whatever. Stab here. It's fine. The extra stab does something. Neat. Now press end turn. The extra revenge triggers are actually good on Plague Doctor. Plague Doctor gets, you know, hey, 6 health is 6 health, you know, I'll take it. So, fair enough. Double-edged bearer is fine. I think that's good. Horrify would be excellent, except that we don't have any way of defeating the... We don't have any way of defeating the 5 days stacks that get removed. Maybe it's 5. I think it's 5. I think it's just Spike of the League here because we have some very high energy turns and we can just drop every big reanimate spike. It's just good. Fire shards, another restoring retreat. We sell it. It's fine. All right, we're doing okay. Great. I think a horde is probably the most valuable thing we could grab here, so we will just go grab that. I don't think I need the cash that badly. 100 gold here. 470. Could be good, right? More cash, I could buy more stuff. Probably just looking at like a deployable and maybe a couple upgrades. I think we're fine. We're gonna go to the right. Doesn't matter to me. Monstrosities enter with Spike 7. Cleansing Water, actually, unironically, is the best pickup here. Holdover, whatever. I don't want this on anything. Double stack. I mean, I guess I put that on Pseudoscience, right? It's good. Reanimate 2 hits, though it could be on the Spike. I'm going to go ahead and... Brain Transfer. I don't want to keep drawing this, but I do want to play it twice. It's kind of an interesting situation. Let's do the Merchant of Arms first. Does this do anything? Improved Merge. Combine 2 equipment cards -2. That's kind of sick. Improved deployable upgrade. Upgrades in equipment or room to be drawn in the deployment phase -2. I mean, that's great. We just put that on weapons cache. Yo, that's insane, right? Draw everything immediately and play it. Okay, bud. Sure. I guess I could do Potion Kit Glass Cannon. It's kind of a weird mix, but I have 360 armor, so I'm not mad about it. And it's already free. Okay, that's strong enough, right? Feels good. As far as Magic Shop goes, I think the double stack just goes into... I think it is Spike of the League, right? Although I could use this for Lifesteal and Reanimate stacking on my midline. But I have armor, it doesn't matter. Alright, we Spike of the League it, sure, why not? -4 consume. If I generate... I mean, 1 restore is good, I've decided. I generate enough... Do I need this Restoring Retreat? I think I can consume this, actually. Let's re-roll on this. Remove consume. I could have a super reanimate spike just every turn, which is pretty good, right? Alright, yeah, that's pretty good. I'll take a -2 somewhere. I guess I'll put this on brain transfer just so it's less obnoxious. That's fine. Then I can buy a 40 consume. I generate my own spikes, stings, so this is fine. Yeah, that's good. I'm okay. I've spent literally all my money, 100% of my dollars. I think we're strong enough to beat Tivy and then beat the boss, so we're chilling, right? I feel like we have this. Which one gets it? All right, bottom floor. So this would be scary, except I think we're actually just fine, right? The fact that I get to draw everything like this. This gives me an Ember from Frenzystesia in deployment. I mean, I guess so. It doesn't say except in deployment, so that's cool. All right, I'll take it. And then Plague Doctor comes in. Great. We hit the big one, which is going on her because I want her to hit harder. Then we've drawn everything. Then we replace the weapons cache, and we've cooked. That's wild. What a turn 1, y'all. What a turn 1. Then we buff. The crazy thing about this is I know I've replaced stings. It's fine. It's not even that important. Grail just straight up dies. It's funny and actually makes sense, right? I can put the erratic assistant in back and he doesn't die, which is very funny, actually. So that's fun. I hadn't even thought about that. I guess I should have protected in the back. I can offset this a bit, it's okay. The bigger problem is the Jeer masks. I need to have an answer for those. True. True. I'll hit the reanimate here. I guess there's no reason not to Minds of Their Own here for big damage numbers, right? It pushes good numbers into Tivy, and then we can just shoot Tivy a bunch, and I'm good with that. Go ahead and play the Sanguine Assistant back there too, just attack again, I suppose. Everyone's equipped, so it doesn't matter. I do want to fish for 1 reanimate stack, just in case Grail gets shot, but then I want to fish for blue. We're going to double hit here for blue. I'm going to go ahead and restoring retreat for no real reason, just to get rid of it. Okay. Playing bottom is kind of a risk here, right? I don't know. I'm not giving myself the turn to answer Jeer Masks is sort of the big problem. This was definitely a mistake. Now, fortunately, Plague Doctor, I think, can still win the combat for me, which is cool. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Why don't you spike first? I want to hit the first mixology. And then I will spike on the second one. Right, then we spike here. That's pretty good. The brain transfer off the top is pretty solid. I think I will click it here. Yes. Now I can do... It's unfortunately, I never get the ping. I'm going to go ahead and go in. I'm going to see if I can hit another reanimate. Yeah, if you hit the other reanimate, we can actually keep doing brain transfer nonsense, which is pretty cool. So I'm fine with that. Yeah, he's dazed. Unfortunate. So we still clear it because of Plague Doctor, which is very relevant to my interests. Extremely relevant to my interests. What if I go in for like purple here? And hit him with the melee weakness? Kind of a good play, right? Hit him with the melee weakness. I'm actually fine with it. Then we can place Spike of the League for 18 and put that on Grail, I guess. Just so he lives. Now, there's no Jeer Masks on this turn, which is good. We like that. Here I can hit him with the... Oh, this is beautiful. I hit him with the extra boost from brain transfer. Disgusting. Am I gonna fish for more purple? Yeah, give me more melee weakness. I'm in on this. Unfortunately, I think it's actually wasted by this thing upstairs. They get bit, which is very interesting. Can I kill you somehow? I can, right? I can get rid of one of them, and then by brain transfer, which is kind of an interesting play. Potentially hit a blue and stab it, which is interesting as well. Ah, Mother's Long Lash, my one true enemy. That's okay, he's got 19 reanimate, so I'm not really upset about it. Now, Minds of Their Own is a bummer here, right? That's 4 dazed stacks. Fortunately, Plague Doctor is doing truckloads of work, so, alright. I think we're gonna go Vampire's Tooth in the back. Right, that's good. I'm gonna fish for... Right, we're gonna fish for a blue... I wanted to hit another reanimate here, if I can. Alright, we hit a reanimate, that's good. We put it there, great. I'm now gonna mixology for a blue, which is good. I'm looking for blue and damage. Great news. So I can do brain transfer... Blast Infusion here, and we preserve the melee weakness, and we get this scaling right away, which is excellent. Then I can give, I don't know, someone gets 16 reanimate. Seems okay. Then we get the fish for red at long last, which seems decent. Now we do unfortunately get dazed out here, but, you know, I guess I can only do so much about it. Whatever, man. Fair enough. Fair enough. I do get the razor sharp edge, which is fantastic news. We continue scaling in the back. Great work. Something's hitting him in the back, which is fun. I think it's actually Vinemother hits him, which is hilarious and accurate. Okay, let's fish for purple, I guess, right? Why not? Melee weakness, good. Then we're gonna hit the, wait for it, Aquath's Reservation on, we'll draw first. Look, I'm gonna click the draw first, amazing. We actually get the brain transfer again. Yo, the brain transfer is doing nonsense here. Right? I click it first, which is an energy generated because of Boiler Room. Then we airdrop the spike back on it. And we're chilling. I go melee weakness 2 and rooted, whatever. I'll hit him with the sap, I guess. It's fine. That seems decent. Lifemother, I could kill you, right? -2 kills you. It doesn't matter. None of this matters here. Amazing. Draw another card next turn. I shot that guy in the head. I forgot he was there, actually. But we super win from here, right? Yeah. The interesting interaction. Huh. Attack immediately does seem to bypass some of that, which is kind of fun. Interesting. Alright, well, we win. I don't have to click anything else, but I will, I guess, earn money for my own satisfaction. Cool. Great news. Right, he has sniper, so he attacked me in the back. Very funny. Good thinking there, bud. We're a big fan. Cycle of Life. Is Cycle of Life really good here or not? It's health. Health is good, it turns out. It is also beneficial for Split Anvil, but not by much. We're just generating Reanimate. I don't think this is the run for it. We're just going to sell it. It's fine. You want to buy your 11th hour unit? No, thank you. I get a soul. Dipper. Summon. Apply 50% of this unit's buff stacks to friendly units. I could do this for Reanimate 1 on everyone on Lifemother? I guess. I think it's fine. Actually, it's probably pretty good giving 1 Reanimate to the floor. Alright, yeah, sure. Lifemother actually providing a relevant service to the game, the run. Alright, let's go beat the ever-living heck out of the Lifemother here. Now, she should rip here. So, I'd love it if Showtime weren't bottom. Showtime is bottom. How do I feel about that? I've already reset once, so I've lost I don't have the medal on this run, which is fine. I'm trying to learn this mode. I'm not as strict about it. Obviously, I'd like to do medals going forward as much as possible, but regardless, I think we have this locked here. I do think Jeer masks are a potential concern. I also don't actually know how important it is, right? My guy walks in with... Where is it? It doesn't actually show how much armor it has, but the number is large. It doesn't say it in the tooltip, which is definitely also a bug, but that's fun. Regardless, the number is gigantic. He's very durable. I think we just play middle. And in doing so, we don't risk it. There's no reason to. Yeah, I think it's fine. We have the space for everything, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I still have 1 space to grow, so we're chilling. Now, Sniper, of course, obviously proves a problem, but whatever. I could put Plague Doctor in the back in order to offset it. Sure, let's play in. So, I want to put Lifemother down last. It's important. So we then get Grail. We then get Plague Doctor, who's living in the back to tank Sniper procs, right? Important. Then I put Lifemother in middle, which gives everyone Reanimate, which is cool. Then we Boiler Room replace. We merged equipment for the Plague Doctor in the back. Extremely cool. We put the 105 damage booster on Lifemother for brain transfer, and we begin scaling on Grail. Yes, Trample. Spicy. Mother's Amalgam doesn't frighten me that much. So Corpse Flower looks like the combat is the Witherbloom variant, which is terrifying. Excuse me, you have 19,800 health. Wow. And trample, so I can't do anything about it. Incredible. Okay. Great news, everybody. Obscene. What else do you have? Hellborn Harvest. So, whatever you do, I should not let one of my units die when she's on the floor. She revenge triggers for regen because of Masochist. Wild. Okay. Alright, we're gonna go in on looking for red here. Alright, we found Blast Infusion, whatever. I don't care that much. I'm just gonna play it out. It's fine. Look for red. Okay, I would like to hit a damage shield if you got one. They don't got one. Okay, well, we're gonna go ahead and Minds of Their Own just to push numbers here. Seems reasonable. Then I'm gonna just consume out this thing downstairs. Brain transfer will instantly kill my floor, right? Because it transfers unstable into test subject alpha, which is insta-death if I don't have reanimate stacks, which is a problem. I don't necessarily mind doing a free 200. This could potentially be a damage buff later in the combat, but not right now. Okay. Great. Bottom floor implodes. It's fine. Cool. We'll just play out cards, whatever. We will be in equip triggering here. It's important. We like that very much. Continue clicking big things. My guy currently has 23 malaise, so don't do whatever I was thinking of doing to him. Should have buffed first. Let's draw first, actually. Actually a great play, in my opinion. Huh. I'd like to double tap this, but where is this 10 damage into Vinemother? Oh, I see. It's Witherbloom from Plague Host. Yes. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Malaise 23 is spicy. Okay, so I think what we're going to do here is I'm going to Mixology. We're going to try to catch damage shields here. We see something. It doesn't work quite well. We actually... Let's see. What's more important to me right now? I'm okay missing the value on the spike. I think that's fine. We're going to fish for damage shields for emergency purposes. Okay, fine. She's back on the floor. Great. She's back on the floor on the turn when I have the... Huh. Only one reanimate in play. Okay. This is a very interesting setup here, right? I think we definitely Minds of Their Own right now in order to get the double hits. What's fascinating to me right now is that if I kill Vinemother, I get a huge damage spike, and then he gets 400 in extate, like 400 unstable, which insta kills him, right? Which is bad, but he gets 2 reanimate, right? This works, actually. He gets reanimate. Wait. Does Hellborn Harvest only trigger when they are destroyed? Interesting if true. Interesting if true. We're playing in for damage shield here. I will be putting the damage shield on the floor. You can't stop me. Great. Cool. Excellent news. Oh, lifesteal. We like to see that. Attack. Attack. Value. Interesting. So it turns out Hellborn Harvest only triggers when the unit is destroyed. Death actually is not enough. Interesting. All right, fair enough. Well, I'm not actually that afraid anymore. Okay, these are not particularly wide floors, so let's see. I'm looking for a regen into reanimate. Into reanimate, please. Hey, there it is. Good. We just need to get one reanimate down, which is fantastic. I will heal. I think it's relevant. I am going to... Yeah, okay, here we go. We get another big scale play. Put the Razor Sharp on her first, then Brain Transfer her. Yeah, that seems good. We're a big fan of that. It also generates Ember, which is cool because of the Boiler Room, and now I can do Spike into Mixology for more damage shield, which is excellent news. And I'll draw a card. Now, the other consideration is I think there's value in putting damage shield on her to preserve her... What's it called? To preserve her armor, which is relevant. Buys turns. It's a very good turn. This is an incredibly good turn for me. Hit him with the Mixology here. Regen? Sure. I think that's good. Give me Reanimate. Great. We're then going to go ahead and we sharpen her so that the Brain Transfer is better. Amazing. She does trigger Harvest. She does you saw it pop up, right? It popped up. Does Unstable not transfer? How weird. Maybe it's a bug with Unstable here. I actually have truly no idea. Anyway, I am just gonna, I think, send this floor to the complete Shadow Realm. Incredible. We're pushing damage numbers. I realize that messes up some other things, but we get this absolutely massive Spike of the League, which does just absolutely rip, which is cool. Hey, lifesteal's neat. Good job. Let's go ahead and grab Goliath Infusion now so I can hopefully find more damage shield. We've done like 12,000 damage to the Lifemother here, which is pretty impressive if I do say so myself. So we're happy about that. If I had thought about this, I could have not consumed Restoring Retreat and dragged her back on multiple turns, which is kind of interesting. So it's kind of a fun idea. I think this is going to be my... Well, I guess I could actually just Minds of my own here and play it like that. That's fine. And then we can play the big spike again for no real reason other than to say that I can, which is cool. 27 is great. We buff there. We hit the Mixology again. More damage shield. Great news. I do think we need to respect a little bit. And damage shield in the middle here. Saves armor, which is relevant. Alright, fine. Cool, she's back. Look at it go. Amazing. This is gonna be good, right? Huh, yeah, that's a good turn, it turns out. Huge numbers. So first things first, click Mixology here. Oh, yeah, hold up. Give me melee weakness. Wait. No. You're gonna do it. You're gonna give it to me. Take Ember here so I can do it again. Give me the melee weakness. Yes, melee weakness 2. Then we put it here, and then we play Razor Sharp into Brain Transfer, right? Wait. No, it gets better. And then we click... Oh man, we're so close to lethal. It's very funny. Show me red. All right, red is good. Give me Rage. Great. Click the button. Lives with 10 health. She lives with 10 health. Draw a card. Wait. Nope, not it. That's funny. She lives with 10 HP. I think we're winning Pre-Relentless on this difficulty. We pushed 19,800 health. More than that when you consider that she has 106 regen here, which is a lot. But that's solid. Okay, I mean, this was a very solid victory, I think. Very confident all the way through. I never really felt like I didn't have it, which is cool. Now, obviously, I cherry-picked this to some extent. I picked Slacy and Showtime into an Exile Lazarus run. Obviously, very effective, right? We knew that would be effective. For sure it was. Pyregrow, whatever, fine. Cool. We level up some things. Great. Silver, Goldie. I'll have to review these later. Warborn, thick. We're getting some upgrades. This feels good. This feels good. We're seeing things. Showtime is... Oh, man, that's strong. Okay, we have a max level Beelzebub. Neat. Excellent. Lamb. Good. Metamind unlocked. Very cool. This is solid. We're getting a lot of upgrades. Slacy, that number goes crazy. Every number gets bigger. The rest of these are just like... We made progress on them. Apply buffs to upgrade. I'm actually surprised I didn't apply more buffs. I guess it doesn't count the brain transfer as buffs. Or, I don't know. That's an interesting one. Deal damage with magic power to unlock. Interesting. Slay units with a champion to upgrade. Huh. Alright, hell yeah. We love to see it. We also master, I guess, some random cards. Cool. Great. Vinemother did fantastic, I think. So there we go. I'm happy about that. Go to the run summary here. This was kind of bonkers, right? This was just a very silly run. Obviously, starting with Test Subject Alpha with the Slacy is huge. This is also Slacy 1. This goes from +5. This goes from 515 to 727, which is crazy. This is very strong at rank 1 and probably didn't need to go to +2. If you can collect all your slays and you can set this up early, it's so strong. I mean, the graft event kind of goes nuts here as well. To be clear, that's probably the most insane part of this, if I'm being honest with you. The mixology was excellent. We stayed very far ahead on Pyre health, right? Which was awesome. We only lost some on Lilith because reasons, but we got it all back on Lifemother and didn't actually take anything in the end. The mixology was just huge. The Holy Stone was excellent. The spell chain was valid. Tons of mix power here with the holdover from your soul. Just awesome. Vinemother did great. Like, actually, like, just so actually did an excellent job. I'm just very impressed with this performance. She ended up kind of just being a body to some extent, but her starting with Reanimate 2 mattered because of Dipper, but also because of brain transfer. I don't know why, but for some reason I think I had it in my head that brain transfer transferred the buffs before it sacrificed, but obviously it doesn't, right? Sacrifice is the pre-cost for the card, so you sacrifice first, then you transfer remaining reanimate stacks, which makes this a ridiculously powerful card to the extent that I'm actually surprised it doesn't say consume, right? The fact that I don't even have to hunt a remove consume for this is kind of big. So, actually pretty crazy when you think about it in the context of the clan. It's just very efficient. Well, really cool card. I mean, it's potentially actually exponential scaling. Like, I believe actually, if you can do it with like Devour Grail, you can back and forth, and then it just goes hard. Cool. Let's see, other things of import. The weapons cache, of course. The upgraded arm shop did well. The potion kits did great. Just a lot of solid things. Random Plague Doctor did great. Sure, why not, right? Just a little bit. The grump value is so low here, but it doesn't matter at all. It just doesn't. I could have switched in the... Right, I could have switched in Grump on Subject Alpha, but the armor scaling, which I can't even see what it is, but if I have a 219 damage potion kit, I think we have over 1,000 armor, if I'm being honest, so that's pretty cool. But anyway, a fantastic run. and did a good job. So I think I will let you all go there. Incredible work, team, and I'll see you in the next one. So, hey, thanks a lot for watching this. I really appreciate your time. As always, you can give the video a like if you want. You can subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And stay tuned for what's next. Take care, folks.